Greetings and welcome to Sokol Blosser, which is one of the pioneering wineries here in the Willamette Valley. Let's go check them out.
Bill and Susan Sokol Blosser came here from California, planted in '71. In 1977, they built a winery on the property. They had their first vintage on site. So that was the beginning of the Sokol Blossers. So the first generation, Bill and Susan, carried the torch for multiple decades. The second generation, Alex and Allison, started to get involved in the business in the late 90s, early 2000s. Fortunately, Bill and Susan are still involved in the operation, not day to day, but Bill comes and helps at harvest time every year, so it's fantastic, still really integrated in with the first generation. The actual acreage here is around 100 acres, but we have 92 acres planted to grapes. Okay. But we also have two other properties. The first vineyard is in the Ola Amity Hills. It's Blossom Ridge Vineyard. We manage that site. We took it organic. We don't own it, but we have a long multi-decade lease on that property. In 2021, Alex and Allison made their first significant vineyard purchase. They bought Kalita Vineyard, and it is in the Yamhill Carlton AVA. So very different wines coming from Yamhill Carlton versus Dundee Hills. So that's been a lot of fun to produce Pinot Noir, but a very different expression of Pinot Noir.
Now, current time, I know you're B Corp certified.
So we've been B Corp for 6 or 7 years now. It's been a priority of the family to be as sustainable and good to the planet as possible, starting with getting our vineyard organically certified. And our barrel cellar is LEED certified, one of the first winery buildings in the US to be LEED certified.
Another cool thing, they're actually now including nutrition information on their winery labels.
Was something that was really important to Alex Sokol Blosser, is to be as transparent as possible in our winemaking.
Is there anything else that you want to convey to viewers out there of why you should come to Sokol Blosser?
We have a beautiful view,
yes.
So you should definitely come out here. I feel like we are creating wines that are approachable both for your novice drinker of wine and also your wine collector. Our price points, I feel, are pretty approachable here in the Willamette Valley. We have a diversity of wines that are available. Our wine portfolio has a little something for everybody. We encourage people of every level of wine knowledge to come here, relax,
yes,
learn, enjoy, and have a beautiful day.
What's a typical day like here?
Well, there's a lot of ebb and flow throughout the year. Right now, you might see all these barrels around. January is always a busy month for emptying our over-vintaged Pinots. So we're creating all of our blends for our single block Dundee Hills Pinot Noirs. So just a lot of barrel work. We're emptying them all, and then there's a lot that goes into barrel maintenance.
How would you describe the winemaking style here?
So definitely house style, I would say. Just acid-driven, expressive wines. We have the privilege of working with a lot of different fruit from our estate here in the Dundee Hills and Kalita and off-site locations as well. So just like growing with the wines and over the years learning their personality and doing our best to let that personality express itself. Here you'll see all these barrels. We're emptying them into these big tanks. This is actually the biggest tank we're filling with our Dundee Hills blend. We have different options for aging wine. Most of the time for Pinots, it's aged in barrels in French oak. And then we also, some of our aromatic whites and other wines will age in these stainless steel tanks. This is another vessel we use here at Sokol Blosser. It's a concrete egg. It's a nice shape to it. It imparts a good minerality to the wines. We often do Riesling, Sauvignon Blanc in there. We have on this side of the room all of our Dundee Hills estate barrels. Kind of wraps around to this other side of the room where we have Kalita barrels. And then we're also making Pinot from Croft Vineyard, Blossom Ridge, Temperance Hill, and a few others. So yeah, a lot of fun AVAs and Pinot lots to play with.
So when you first come into the Sokol Blosser tasting room, you will be met by one of their wonderful hostesses like Sydney here, and they will pour a splash of something. Today, the splash is the Bluebird Cuvée.
So this is our library. Our library is reserved for private tastings, or this is where we do our special farm and forage lunch on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 1 p.m. So it's a 6-course food and wine pairing experience. And each course is paired with a different Sokol Blosser wine. So this is our outdoor patio. So in the summer, this is covered with shade sails, and it's just right out beside our pizza oven. Starting Memorial Day, we do pizza 7 days a week. And up on this green area up here, we actually do a Thursday event called Live on the Lawn. So Thursday evenings from 5 to 7, we do live music, frosé, wood-fired pizza. And it's a great summer experience, super family friendly, dog friendly. So we're gonna head in our kitchen. So it's obviously a working kitchen. We have a new experience here at Sokol Blosser. So once a quarter, we are doing an elevated version of our farm and forage experience, and it is limited to just 8 people. So they sit around the edge of the table and they can actually watch Chef cook and explain what he's cooking. And then we're pairing it with a bunch of our library wines as well. So it's just an amazing experience, and it has an immersive quality as well. So we're actually going down to our garden, out to the herb garden, and you get to be a part of the meal. So we have 2 flight offerings, a seasonal flight and then a quote unquote reserve flight. Our seasonal flight right now is our winter flight. It's a mix of whites and Pinot Noirs. And then right now we are actually showcasing our 2023 single block releases. And we usually change our flights with the season.
Fees for the tasting right now, the Pinot Noir Showcase is $45, the seasonal is $40.
So if you buy 2 bottles, it waives your flight. And the other really great thing, so if you come in and you're like, you know what, I'm not really up for a full tasting, you can always just grab a glass.
You also offer food.
Yeah, so we have 2 food menus. So in the winter, we offer our seasonal menu, which is kind of cozy food offerings. So we have roasted Brussels sprouts, we have like a soup, and house-made focaccia and burrata, like a really hearty like pork and polenta dish, and a dessert. In the summer with Memorial Day, this menu switches to wood-fired pizza. And then we always have our other food menu, which has, you know, the butcher boards, the cheese boards. We offer caviar service. We have other snacking options, desserts. All of our club members get complimentary popcorn when they come in, and our popcorn is highly addictive. We have a house seasoning on it that we sell downstairs.
That's great.
I think that our club is pretty special just because we have a number of offerings to kind of get everybody happy. We have everything from like our big commitment, which is our Select Club. It's a customizable case twice a year.
Oh, customizable.
Yeah. And then we have our little baby commitment, which is our vineyard trio. So it's 3 bottles 3 times a year, but we choose those wines. But most of all, we have really fun club parties here. So every wine collection that goes out to our club members, we have an on-site club party.
Outstanding.
And we have food, we have live music, we have games.
Excellent.
And they're family friendly, which is, I think, a rarity sometimes. And club members can also get a complimentary glass or a taste. So this is our wine bar.
So it's down here where they do happy hour?
Yeah, so the wine bar is open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday until 5 o'clock, except on Friday when we're open until 7. And we do themed happy hours. Every Friday is a little bit different. We're doing one for the equinox. We're doing one for International Women's Day. There's usually deals and like just fun themes going on down here. The wine bar space downstairs was basically created to accommodate walk-ins. So even if we can't fit you in for a seated tasting, we'll do our best to accommodate you for a glass of wine down in the wine bar or out on the patio. It's an amazing place to just drop by. We do a great job of being flexible. So if you're a white wine only person or a red wine only person, just let us know and we'll do our best to make a custom experience for you. And then our food program is amazing. And so it's a great place to drop by for lunch.
One more tidbit to highlight about Sokol Blosser is that they create the Evolution brand of wines. These are easy, everyday drinkers at a lower price point, and you can typically find the Big Time Red and Lucky No. 9 white blend nationwide. In conjunction with the Evolution wine brand, Sokol Blosser also operates the Evolution mobile wine bar. It can be rented for weddings, corporate events, private parties, tailgates, etc. And they also bring it to events around the Willamette Valley in the summer as part of their Evolution Pour Tour. For key takeaways, Sokol Blosser is a great place to visit if you want to support one of the Willamette Valley's founding families of wine. They have multiple tasting options for wine, whether it's their seasonal or reserve flight, the wine bar, or even doing a custom flight if neither of the regular flights appeals to you. They also have multiple food options, including their regular menu. They've got the seasonal menu, which is pizzas in the summer, and they also have their elevated farm and forage lunch offered on Fridays, Saturday, and Sundays. The tasting room is family friendly, and you can even bring your four-legged kids if you're sitting on the patios. I hope you enjoyed visiting Sokol Blosser with me. Please subscribe for more profiles and like and share this profile, especially if you're now inspired to visit them, and let me know in the comments if you have any favorite Sokol Blosser wines. Cheers.